John Barlow, the station sergeant, really existed. John Barlow was born in County Cork or County Tipperary, depending who you're talking to. He joined the Royal Irish Constabulary in 1917 and was posted to Ballymena, way up in the north of Ireland. In the partition of Ireland in 1920s, he elected to stay on up north and joined the Royal Ulster Constabulary. Now Barlow, like my hero of the book, was awkward and thran and cussed, and there's no way they could get rid of him until he reached compulsory retirement age at 65, way about the mid-1960s. Now, if you mention Barlow to one of my brothers-in-law, he says, "Ugh," and his blood pressure shoots up. Yet an old friend, Harry McLaren, says, "John Barlow, there was a great man." Let me tell you a couple of stories about Barlow, true stories. Barlow was on duty in the station one night when a woman rang, "Mr. Barlow, somebody's trying to break into my house." Now it was a wet night, and the only transport Barlow had was his bike, and the woman lived 2 miles away. He said, "Missus, put your head out the window and tell him to clear off." And yet he could be kindness itself. The McGee family had a pub in the centre of Ballymena in Wellington Street, and like all small family business, everybody had to take a hand, even Kathleen, the daughter, who was studying for her exams. And any night Kathleen was on duty at the pub, John Barlow came in about closing time and wait until she closed up and tidied up. Then he'd escort her safely through the town to her home on the Ballymoney Road. I don't think I ever met Barlow myself. I have no memory of meeting the man as such, though I was at primary school with both his sons. But I do have this memory. In August of every year, I went out to my Uncle Jack's farm to help out. My Uncle Jack had a farm with 20 acres. It's 6 cows, 6 calves, 6 foalers and 70 greyhounds. Now the rule was in those days that every summer the police would go around the farms and ask how the land was being used. It had to be rotated between root crop, grain and fallow, that is, left in grass. Otherwise some sort of worm would get into the ground to make it unusable. And this blazing hot summer's day, a policeman appeared at my uncle's farm. He was wearing the old uniform, which was way up to the neck, choking him in the heat. He had a cape wrapped around the handlebars of the bike because, Ireland being Ireland, the heat we have now in 10 minutes time could be a downpour. And he had the lighter wrapped in oilcloth tucked under his arm. And he was in a temper about having to be out and about in a day like that. So I took that memory of this policeman and translated it to winter, to a couple of days before Christmas, when it's bitterly cold, when there's a wind that will cut you, when the rain is pouring down. And here's Barlow out on his bike going farm to farm, catching up in his senses. Then bullets start to fly. The rest is the station sergeant.